How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Make Money Trucking. So I wanted to do a discussion with you guys about a lot of this recent EPA potential rollback, or just the pausing of future regulation, which I am all for. I hope that the EPA gets rolled back so hard and so far that it stops being a pain in the butts of small business owners like me who own trucking companies that have fought emissions for years and years and years. So there's been a couple videos that have been made across the internet by TK's Garage, which is great. I love all of his insight. He gets some great new insider information before anybody else does, and I love how he's always like on it too. He's usually 100% right, and everybody calls him out, but then he ends up being right, and he has to tell everybody I told you so. And then Double R Diesel made a video kind of claiming that, you know, according to the Clean Air Act, you cannot delete your emissions, delete your diesels. Well, the discussion I wanted to bring up to you guys, and what I wanted to ask you guys about is, do you think maybe a lot of shops are kind of being more coy about this and kind of acting like, oh, you probably shouldn't delete your emissions? Because the thing that I wanted to bring up is, what's good for the consumer is a lot of times not good for the shop. So, you know, I left some comments on these videos as well, kind of voicing my opinion and what I think is the reason why, where you're going to see a lot of these shops making videos kind of telling you to, like, you know, pump your brakes, don't get too excited. You know, they're almost, you know, acting like politicians doing the political speak, where a lot of the other, you know, small business owners like myself or automotive YouTubers are all about it, because we know, you know, it directly affects us. It affects our my bottom line, and other companies like mine's bottom line. But you got to think about it from the shop's perspective, is they're going to be losing a lot of money if people can honestly delete their emissions on their vehicles. So I think that's why you see this weird attitude from a lot of these diesel shop channels on YouTube, or I should say diesel shops that have channels on YouTube. They're kind of, you know, almost talking as if they hope it really doesn't happen, because I think at the end of the day, they may be great shops and all, but the shops are making a ton of money at the misery of their customers, right? So guys like me, the shops love us because they probably make a lot of money off of other trucking companies like mine with emissions problems. I don't know what the percentage of their revenue comes from dealing with customers that have emissions problems, but I would guess it would be at least 25 to 30% of their revenue comes from dealing with emissions issues on most of these newer diesel trucks, whether it be you know, the medium to the heavy duty truck market. I'm in the heavy duty truck market. So yeah, I want to get your guys' opinions, see what you guys think. I think it's a good thing to kind of have a discussion about. Is this is all great. It is, you know, Trump potentially rolling back you know, the EPA and the new you know, head of the EPA. I've seen videos that have expressed his want to slow down EPA regulation and give you the right to do with what vehicles, it's your vehicle, you do with it what you want, and that's fantastic. But it's kind of interesting to think about how the shops are going to react to this. I don't really care, because, you know, a lot of these shops, they're good shops, but they all charge too much, and, you know, they're all astronomical at the end of the day. But I think it's kind of interesting, just a point to kind of go on, is to talk about, you know, shops may not want you to delete your trucks, because that's going to cost them a lot of business. Yeah, they'll make the initial money to give you the delete and do the deletes, but at the end of the day, I think that's why a lot of these shops are kind of acting not as excited about it as what you think they would, because I think, you know, they make a lot of money off dealing with emissions problems. You know, all these diesel shops, you know, they say they feel bad for their customers, which I'm sure they do, but on the other hand, they're making a lot of money dealing with these problems, and they know that they've got a repeat customer, because these emissions problems, unless you do deletes, they don't go away. every 100 to 200,000 miles, you're back in there with another sensor, you know, a DEF pump, or a filter getting clogged or whatnot. It doesn't take long. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. It's going to be very interesting to see. I don't think shops want this news because they just make too much money off dealing with emissions issues. But let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks. Have a good day.